So fast forward a couple of days, December 7th, the 77th ID makes an amphibious landing in Ormoc Bay. They catch the Japanese completely off guard, take over the entire thing, get their entire division into the bay in 35 minutes. Then they start bringing in artillery and M10 tank destroyers. So they get everything squared away, they establish a defensive perimeter, also known as a beachhead. Then first thing tomorrow, bright and early, they're gonna start kicking ass, right? Right, everything's great. Couple hours later, guess who shows up? A Japanese landing ship full of Japanese troops, not having gotten the memo that America runs Ormoc Bay now. So the old bastards, under the cover of night, aim all of the artillery and the M10 tank destroyer at this ship as it gets closer and closer, getting ready to offload its barges full of troops and more supplies. The ship gets as close as it's gonna get, it sends out its first barge, and the old bastards just wait patiently as the barge gets closer and closer, and as it gets within 50 feet of them, they open fire with the 50 caliber machine guns, pretty much sinking it immediately, as the man on top of the M10 tank destroyer yells out, "Get some flares in the air so I can hit these sons of bitches." As the flares get shot up, the enemy ship is illuminated as the artillery and the M10 open fire on it, sinking it in a matter of minutes. According to the 77th ID's unit historian, this is believed to be the only time in World War II history where an infantry unit has successfully sunk an enemy naval vessel. So they're already off to a great start, and what happens next is described by an observer from the War Department as a divisional epic. Over the course of the next 8 weeks, the 77th goes on an absolute rampage, taking over 3 cities, an airfield, and securing 43 miles of main supply chain roads, okay? It's not a big island. There's not that many roads. They've basically taken over all of them. And the entire time they're doing this, they are acquiring enemy supplies, everything from food to vehicles, and anything they don't use, they destroy. And they're not just out there stealing all the enemy shit, they're out there giving out death certificates like they're Oprah Winfrey giving out cars, because during this period, they are credited with 19,456 confirmed kills. In return, they suffered 543 Americans killed in action. That's a lot. I'm not trying to diminish that in any way, but it needs to be said that that is a 36-to-1 ratio, okay? 19,000 to 500 is an ass whooping and a half, and this would be studied at Fort Benning by the Advanced Officers Training Program for the next 40 years on how to conduct a clinical, textbook-level ass whooping. This 2-month-long rampage would bring an end to the Battle of Leyte, with America securing the island, and the 77th would immediately be shipped over to begin preparations for the Battle of Okinawa. So they get to the staging area for the Battle of Okinawa, at which point they are informed that there is a small island chain known as the Karamaretto Islands